Hello, on this edition of Commuter Connections, we'll introduce you to the new MDOT MTA Charm Pass, which makes paying for transit a breeze. MDOT MTA Administrator Kevin Quinn will join us with info on that. MDOT MTA police are working hard to keep transit safe for students with a police information initiative called SchoolStat. We'll introduce you to it. The holidays are not far off, and MDOT MTA is gearing up to feed hungry individuals and families in our area. And we'll take you behind the scenes for a day in the life of an MDOT MTA bus operator, all here on Commuter Connections. In an effort to make your transit experience the best it can be, MDOT MTA is introducing an even better way to pay your fare on transit. It's the new Charm Pass. Joining us with information on this is MDOT MTA Administrator Kevin Quinn. Welcome back to the show.
Hey, thanks.
So what is the new Charm Pass, and how does it differ from the Charm Card that many transit riders use today?
For years we've had the Charm Card, which is our tappable fare technology that folks can, load money on and use it to board the bus. The Charm Pass is really taking that to the next level, and so that's our brand new app that we have, the Charm Pass. And so folks can use that on bus, light rail, metro, MARC, and commuter bus. And it's not a tap technology with your phone. It's a visual app where, using the app, you can purchase your fare on those modes and you show it to the operator or the conductor of that mode.
So what are some of the key benefits of Charm Pass?
It's all account based, so you can really load money onto your account. From an operational perspective, we're expecting to really see reduced dwell time. So, the quicker people are paying to get on the bus, the faster that bus can take off and get going. So we should really see some faster times in our system as well.
Now, I know you mentioned the modes that you can use the new Charm Pass on. So that's locally. Can you also use it, just say regionally, like in the DC transit area?
Sure. So folks that are, say, in Southern Maryland and take our commuter buses from Southern Maryland to DC can use it. MARC riders out West Virginia coming into DC out on the Brunswick line, they can use this app. So it really is a new statewide app for us. It's not just for the Baltimore region. It really is completely statewide. We're super excited about it.
So can transit riders actually use this Charm Pass app now?
Yes, yeah. So it's available for download on the App Store or on Google Play.
So what does the new Charm Pass cost?
So the Charm Pass app is completely free.
Now, is there a set amount? Like how much can they actually load on the Charm Pass?
People can load as much as they want onto the Charm Pass and then use it out on the system.
That's wonderful. And does it ever expire?
So one of the great benefits of doing this is that we're also introducing a 90-minute free transfer window. So we have a lot of riders today that are taking one-way trips, getting off the bus, and then have to buy another one-way fare. Or they're buying a day pass today. And so in the future, if they use the Charm Pass or the Charm Card, they'll be able to have a 90-minute transfer window that applies to their one-way trip.
That's wonderful. So they really will love that feature.
Absolutely. It's something that we've been looking at doing for quite some time, and having that feature on our system is going to be a game changer for some of our riders.
Will the Charm Pass eventually eliminate the use of paper money on transit, do you think?
It probably won't eliminate it completely, but we're really hoping that as many people as possible switch to Charm Pass or to Charm Card. Number one, to take advantage of that 90-minute free transfer window. But again, we also are hoping to see those operational benefits as well. Faster service. Folks that are sitting on the bus, when I take the CityLink Red in the morning and you see someone coming on board and paying a fare with nickels, it's good if they can use that app instead, and you can really get the bus moving a lot faster.
So what will they actually see on the app? I'm just wondering, like if you're boarding the bus and you hold up your phone, what will the driver see, the bus operator?
Sure. So the driver sees a ticket, and it's they may ask the customer to actually tap their phone because it will change color to show that it's an active ticket. There's also a countdown timer on that ticket. So the driver will be looking for movement on the screen of the phone.
Okay.
And that will indicate that it's an active fare.
Now, are other transit systems across the country using similar fare passes?
Yeah, many other systems around the country have done this and have created a new app for mobile ticketing. We're really excited to be joining those few transit agencies that have an app, whether it's our regular riders or tourists that come to town and don't know how to pay a fare. just get the app, download the app, good to go.
Quick and easy and
That's
simple.
right. Yep.
So what made MDOT MTA, think about doing this? How did this idea come to be?
So, we've been looking over the past couple of years to make a lot of big technology upgrades to the MTA. And, this is following really on the heels of our launch of real-time technology just a couple of months ago, where we outfitted our entire bus fleet with GPS devices, and where our customers can now locate their bus, using the transit app on their phone. And so, we also heard from riders loud and clear a desire to be able to pay for their ride as well on their phone. And so this is just one in a series of technological leaps forward that we're taking at MDOT MTA.
And it makes sense because you can do that in the store, just kind of flash it and pay for your items and keep moving. So that keeps people boarding and moving through the system faster.
That's exactly right. That's where our society is going. A lot is taken care of now on mobile devices, and our riders will have that capability as well.
That's wonderful. Yeah. So what was the public's reaction when you first launched Charm Card, and what are you seeing now that you've moved to Charm Pass?
Yeah, I think folks were very excited about Charm Card, and as we've launched Charm Pass, we've seen nothing but good things. And we're really, I know passengers are really excited to use the new app. It's a brand new feature on our system. We see a lot of positive feedback on social media, so it's been great. I know riders are really excited about it. Several of our riders very excited.
And how are you getting the word out to your transit riders about the new app?
We're doing some ads on the radio, some ads on the buses. We're going to be wrapping some big buses that folks will see around town. Those are basically driving billboards for us.
Billboards. All right, you can't miss it.
And then just word of mouth. I think people are going to see how easy it is to use. The drivers really love it. So we're super excited.
So if people want more information on the Charm Pass mobile ticketing app, where can they go?
Sure. Best place is our website, mta.maryland.gov, and folks can click on Charm Pass, and there's even a tutorial and a video that we have loaded up there that shows people how to use it. It's very user-friendly, but we want to get it out there as much as possible.
So Kevin, thanks so much for coming on and talking with us, and good luck as you're rolling out Charm Pass.
Thank you.
Up next, a look at how MDOT MTA police are working to keep transit safe for students. Stay with us.
They say that when you're facing extreme danger, your life flashes before you. If you think that's sad, consider facing it before you even have enough life to flash before your eyes. Car crashes are a leading killer of children 1 to 13. Deaths and injuries can be prevented by using the right car seat. Visit safercar.gov/the-right-seat to know what is appropriate for each age and size.
Transporting thousands of students safely to school each day is a huge responsibility. It's one MDOT MTA takes seriously. To help ensure the commute remains a safe one for students, MDOT MTA police are utilizing a crime-fighting information tool called SchoolStat to monitor issues on transit. Captain Kelly Holman of the MDOT MTA police force joins us with a look at this program. Welcome to the show, Kelly.
Thank you.
So tell us, what is SchoolStat and how did it come to be?
Well, SchoolStat is a collaborative, cooperative, face-to-face process that we participate in with Baltimore Police Department, Baltimore City School Police, as well as the Juvenile State's Attorney's Office. And it was just developed, it came about so that we could further the safety of the school students back and forth from their homes.
So how does MDOT MTA Police use these statistics to keep students as well as the public safe on transit?
It helps us identify crime trends, and with our help as well as the Baltimore Police Department and the Baltimore City School Police, we're able to deploy resources to combat or address any issues that may arise with the students going to and from school.
And what issues involving students have you been able to track using SchoolStat?
Whether students are victims of crimes or offenders of crimes, SchoolStat helps us identify what those crimes are. And if we have repeat offenders, the offenders could be in school or out of school, but they're still juveniles, so it helps us identify who they are, be able to target hard in a specific area, and just provide a safe environment for the entire transit community.
Sounds like SchoolStat really brings a lot of value to the work that you do. How would you describe an important tool like SchoolStat in, just say, how you do your modern day policing?
I think it's essential. We've proven that through the years since 2007, SchoolStat is a huge component of our reduction in crime. We continually have had a reduction in crime since 2007, so it's really working for us.
So tell us a little bit about some of the successes that you've seen with the SchoolStat program.
I'd say our biggest success is some years ago we identified that there was an increase in electronic device thefts. And there was a correlation between those thefts and juveniles being involved, whether they again were victims or offenders. So our chief of police, as well as some other chiefs, went to the phone companies and forced them to develop a type of software that would virtually make that phone inoperable if it was reported stolen. That, along with going to Congress and getting legislation passed so that we could reduce the profit of a stolen phone, was one of our most instrumental processes and success stories.
On a previous Commuter Connections show, we talked a little bit about MDOT MTA Police's CommStat program. So tell us, how does CommStat differ from SchoolStat?
Well, SchoolStat is a component of CommStat. Okay. CommStat focuses on identifying crime overall and how we can deploy resources to combat or mitigate that particular crime trend. SchoolStat focuses on the school student, so we're able to identify whatever juvenile is involved, whether again it's a victim or an offender, and we can put all of our attention and resources on that particular school.
Now, are other police agencies across the country using similar programs to keep students safe on transit?
Well, I can't speak about other agencies, but I do know that in 2013 in West Virginia, through their governor's office, they identified and developed a program called Handle with Care. Mm-hmm. And that program provides training to anyone that would come in contact with a child that may have suffered some type of traumatic event. That way that child gets everything they could possibly need to get through that event and continue on as a productive citizen.
So MDOT MTA Police, I know, also does a lot to support and give back to the communities. And not just with your traditional policing, but with your volunteer efforts as well.
Yeah.
So you guys are well known for that. Tell us a little bit about, I guess you had a partnership that you did recently. Yes. In the Penn North section of Baltimore.
Mm-hmm. We partnered with Emmanuel United Baptist Church, and they did a back-to-school night and asked us if we could participate. So knowing that, we wanted to do as much as we possibly could to help. We were able to obtain a $10,000 grant through the Governor's Office of Crime Control and Prevention through the Edward J. Byrne Memorial Assistance Grant Fund. And that enabled us to be able to prepare hundreds of book bags. We had notebooks, pens, pencils, crayons, pencil sharpeners, calculators, and the actual book bag. We packed them all up. We gave about 336 of them away at that event. And it was, besides being rewarding and just helping out, it was a good feeling to just be able to participate in something that was positive for the community. We had a great time.
And I'm sure the community appreciated it. What was the public reaction?
Well, the children were very excited. Just watching the little kids walk away with book bags that were bigger than themselves and giving them just a positive onlook on the new school year. Mm-hmm. I think that's all we needed. Between their faces and their parents being grateful, the church was happy, we were happy. It was a positive event all around.
That's wonderful.
Thanks.
Kudos to you all on a job well
Thank
done
you.
there. So if people want more information on MDOT MTA Police or some of the community initiatives that you're involved with, where can they go?
They can call 410-454-7720. That's our 24-hour dispatch communications center, and ask for Captain Kelly Holman, and they'll make sure I get the message.
Okay, Kelly, thanks again for joining us.
You're welcome.
Up next, a look at a day in the life of an MDOT MTA bus operator. That's just ahead.
They said I couldn't dream. Called me a piece of trash and swore that's all I'd ever be. Said a bottle couldn't see the ocean. Give up. Go back to the dumpster. But I didn't listen. I made my way. And now, I am what I've always wanted to be.
Take a look under your bed. Find stuff under there? What about jobs? No? Now try your closet. Still no jobs, just more stuff? Well, you really have both. See, stuff is defined as household articles considered as a group. Sometimes this stuff is no longer needed. Wait, no longer needed? That can't be right. Because remember those jobs you were looking for? Those are really needed. And they're the stuff inside your stuff. Our job is to unlock those jobs. And it starts when you donate your stuff to your local Goodwill. Here's how we do it. When you donate to Goodwill, we sell your stuff to provide job training for people right here in your community. So just by teaming up with Goodwill, you help create jobs. And isn't that worth parting with the leftover keytar from your 80s cover band? Goodwill. Donate stuff, create jobs.
The job of an MDOT MTA bus operator is an important one that's full of responsibility, skill, and a commitment to service. Every day, you see dedicated MDOT MTA employees on the streets, roads, and avenues of Baltimore transporting patrons. Have you ever wondered what it's like to be a bus operator? We once again go behind the scenes to look at this very important job.
We don't walk in front of them, we don't walk behind them, we walk side by side with them.
My name is April Perkins. This is a place where I want to be for the next 20, 25 years, and it's a good place to be.
We have a 10-week training program, which entails classroom training.
The brake by hand, the push rod shouldn't move no more than 1 inch.
And road training. My name is Sheldon Battles. I am the manager of bus mobility training. Week 1 really consists of our CDL lot.
We come out to the course, which we up here now on Wabash Avenue, and we take them through the course to get them familiar with the bus.
We're doing the serpentine, a maneuver called the serpentine, the right-hand turn, and we're learning how to back, doing straight backing.
Week 2 and 3 is more of straight line driving and left and right turns.
The training for the bus operator candidate program at week 3, we usually do road training. We incorporate straight line training, which as Mr. Battles mentioned, they're just driving on a straight road, something, for instance, Northern Parkway. And then we incorporate how to make left and right turns. We take them in different areas.
My experience so far on the 4th week here at the MTA, it's been really good. I've been learning a lot, even though I've driven tractor trailers previously. It's nothing like driving a MTA bus. It's so many different things. I never knew what an overhang was, and I was actually scared to use the overhang because it looked like I was about to go on the curb.
The alarm went off, so everyone had to exit the building across the street from the facility.
Today we are working on schedules.
That involves us looking at our run break sheet and the route that he gave us, or the run that he gave us, and we have to write down each and every part of the run break sheet.
Okay, today is CDL testing day. Our candidates have 2 opportunities to successfully pass this test. Now, however, if they do fail after that second attempt, then they're disqualified from the program at that point. They can't operate the coach and pick up the riding public without, possession of their CDL license.
Went pretty well. Passed my CDL test. I was a little bit nervous, but I was confident I could do it. They prepared me very well. Each and every one of them, even if they weren't my instructor, or if I asked them questions, they would help me at any chance that I asked. So they did a great job, 100%.
I passed my CDL test today. Yay!
This is week 7, and we are not cracked, broken, or damaged, and we are still properly mounted and secured.
So today was their first day of passenger service. I had 3 candidates, and it went absolutely wonderful. I couldn't have asked for more. Just lets me know that everything that they've been learning for the past 8 to 9 weeks has worked.
Coming up next, a look at MDOT MTA holiday food drive efforts. Stay with us.
If you drive buzzed, it could cost you around $10,000. You'll face major legal fees, major fines, and steep insurance penalties. You could lose everything. Buzzed, busted, and broke. Because buzz driving is drunk driving.
So, same time next week?
Well, of course. Put away a few bucks, feel like $1 million. For free tips to help you save, go to Feed the Pig.
It's hard to believe, but the holidays are just around the corner. In preparation for it, MDOT MTA is working hard through its Operation Orange Food Drive to assist individuals and families who, without assistance, might well go hungry this season. MDOT MTA Deputy Director of Customer and Community Relations, Roan Bennett, joins us with more on these important efforts. Welcome to Commuter Connections.
Thank you, Sandy.
So what's the mission and goal of the MDOT MTA Holiday Food Drive?
Well, certainly, MDOT, realizing that we are, members of the community, we both live and work in the community, wanted to do our part to give back to the community through this food drive. So we've partnered with the Maryland Food Bank during their Hunger Action Month campaign to do our part to contribute to the campaign through raising awareness among our employees and also with our customers to gather as much donations as we can.
So how long has the food drive been around?
This has been a 6-year partnership between the food bank and MDOT, and so it's been a long-standing partnership. We've done a lot over the years, and certainly we're looking to continue that into future years.
Wonderful, and I know the need is great.
Certainly there is.
So tell us, what are some of the items that people can donate for the food drive?
Certainly non-perishables. We look at certainly the canned goods, peanut butter, canned tuna, certainly the pastas. I always encourage folks to check the expiration date even when you get them in the grocery stores because you never know. But certainly canned vegetables, anything that you can think of that's non-perishable would be welcomed. And certainly, on our website, we do provide some list of items that the food bank's looking for.
So that's helpful.
Very so.
And how many MDOT MTA staffers does it take to kind of pull this effort off?
Well, certainly we're an agency, as you know, of over 3,000 employees. So certainly if everybody could do their part, it would be great. But certainly we have key folks in all the divisions that are, champion this effort for us to raise the awareness and to make our employees aware of the donation boxes and where they are across the agency. So we try to work with all the divisions and just have a key person in each division. But within our division, we are going out and proactively reaching out to the various divisions to follow up and make sure if boxes are full, they can call us, we can swap them out, we can bring them new boxes, and we just try to keep the momentum going.
And once collected, how do you go about getting all the food to the families and the individuals that are in need?
Certainly. So this is a coordinated effort with the other transportation business units as we sort of do, team up and do a caravan and we make a trip to the food bank to do the donations.
Now, can members of the public also contribute to the food drive, or is it just for MDOT MTA employees?
We do have a virtual online donation site that you can get from the MDOT website and also on the MTA website, and you can go on and you'll see the link to be able to donate, whether it's in cash or select certain goods that you can purchase online and donate to the food bank.
So how successful has the food drive been in previous years?
Last year, for example, MDOT as a whole collected over 35,000 pounds, which resulted in 30,000 meals. As an agency, we were around 1,000 pounds, so it's been a hugely successful effort. We try to raise the number each year by bringing the awareness, and certainly, we're doing our part this year to see if we can top those numbers.
And I would imagine that you probably have to start planning early in the year to make this all happen. How early do you normally get this started for the food drive?
I think that discussions start taking place, once you get into the middle of the summer. We start to think about, this year's campaign and look at some of the lessons learned from the past year or previous years. We certainly are in tune with the issue with what's going on. We know that it is a huge issue here in Maryland, and if you go on the Maryland Food Bank's website, you'll see some of the statistics pertaining to food insecurities in Maryland. So I think if we keep those things in front of us, we certainly try to make sure we try to address the problem by starting to plan and see how we can raise awareness and do more through the donation efforts just within our own agency.
Right. And a lot can be done.
Correct.
And tell us just one more time again, what are the items that you're looking for?
Certainly, non-perishables, canned meats, the tunas, canned chicken. We're looking for peanut butter, canned vegetables, peas, corns, certainly the pastas, the sauces, that stuff. Just again, double checking that the expiration, that they have not passed their expiration date, and it's a holiday season, so you can certainly think of some of the other things that go into preparing a holiday meal, whether it's gravy or cranberry sauce, just any non-perishable that folks can think of.
And Roan, tell us again, for people who want more information on the food drive or how they can go about contributing, where can they go?
Certainly, you can go directly to the Maryland Food Bank's website, and from the website there is a link to MDOT's Operation Orange on their website that they can certainly look and find more information, including how to donate foods, as well as the locations across the state where you can physically drop stuff off if you choose not to do the online option. So either the Food Bank's website or MDOT's website, you should be able to find the information.
Okay, well, Roan, thanks so much for coming on and talking with us, and good luck with Operation Orange.
All right, thanks for having me.
Thank you. That brings us to the end of another edition of Commuter Connections. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time.